to share a short story with you. Before I begin, I'm going to show you the sign for 6 words. Milk. Think of milking cows on a farm. The first time I milked cows was when I was about 6 years old. Paint. Think of painting your room purple. I actually painted my room purple with sponges when I was 14 years old. Spilt milk. First you milk the cow and then you pretend you're holding a cup and tipping it over. It's not a pretty sight to see a young adult cry over spilt milk. Cry. Use the index finger and draw a line from the eye to the cheek. This is different from onion. It amazes me to see how many people get cry and onion mixed up. Smile. Be serious, then smile. The sign for Dr. Emily is M on the wrist with E to open the smile. I remember a chiropractic colleague of mine saying that had nice teeth. If you really want to compliment someone, you say you have a nice smile, not teeth. I was confused. I wasn't sure if he was flirting with me or was simply admiring the bones. Teeth. Smile and show your pearly white and pointy teeth. Before we move on to the story, let's quickly review the signs. Milk, paint, spilt milk, cry, smile, teeth. I got a mentorship at a pivotal time in my life. One day, unexpectedly, my hearing status took a nosedive within the first month of starting my first year of university. I was failing all my classes and wanted to quit. I was so afraid to tell anyone that I could not hear and be judged as weak. A professor and mentor swooped in and changed, maybe even saved my life. It was so transformative that I dedicated myself to paying forward coaching and mentorship to help others who are struggling. He told me, do not cry over spilt milk. I asked him what it meant. Basically, I was crying over nothing. I had to learn to do things differently. I hired a note taker and my hearing improved a year later. In my final year of university, my enthusiasm for learning and teaching inspired many of my classmates, professors, and colleagues. I continued to advance my skills by returning to school to study chiropractic medicine. I continued to struggle with fluctuated hearing, roller coaster grades, and spilt milk. I spilt my milk many times, but I did not let that stop me from attaining my professional goals. A month ago, I was helping a friend build and paint his new clinic. I spilt half a can of primer paint. It looked like spilt milk all over the floor. It was a moment of reflection. My friend told me to move the paint off the top of the ladder or I was going to knock it over and spill paint all over the floor. I said, no, I'm not going to spill it. I'm careful. Unfortunately, I was not hearing very well and my balance was off that particular day. I found some old rags and soaked up the paint. For the remaining paint in the can, I finished priming the room. My friend smiled. I love seeing his pearly white teeth. Spilling paint was not because I was trying to be right in the friendship. It was because I had poor balance and hearing. In my life, I did more than what was expected of me. My enthusiasm was and still is measured in decibels. Spilt milk is so good for you. Well, that's a wrap. Let's quickly review the signs again. Milk, paint, spilt milk, cry, smile, teeth.